Let us begin in stillness. Let us pause here, just for this moment, and allow the quiet to settle around us. We breathe in slowly and we breathe out. We notice the weight of our bodies, the ground beneath us, the air that fills our lungs without our asking. We are here, awake, alive, and we begin this day by turning inward, by turning toward what is greater than ourselves. We come as we are, with whatever we carry, with whatever weighs on our hearts, and we rest here, even if only for these few minutes. We give thanks this morning for the gift of breath, for the steady rhythm of our hearts, for the light that finds us again today. We are grateful for the rest we have received, however deep or shallow it may have been. We are grateful for the simple fact of waking, for the chance to begin again, to meet this day with whatever grace we can find. We give thanks for the people we love, for the ones who walk beside us, for the ones who hold us in their thoughts, even when we are far apart. We are grateful for the kindness we have known, for the small gestures that remind us we are not alone. We give thanks for the ordinary gifts that sustain us, for food and water, for shelter and warmth, for the routines that carry us forward. We are grateful even for the struggles, for the challenges that shape us, for the moments that ask us to grow in ways we did not expect. As we enter this day, we ask for the courage to meet what comes with openness, with a willingness to see clearly. We know that life does not always unfold the way we hope. We know that we will encounter moments that confuse us, that frustrate us, that ask more of us than we feel prepared to give. And so we ask for strength, not the kind that hardens us, but the kind that allows us to remain tender, to remain present, even when things are difficult. We ask for the ability to notice what is true, to see ourselves and others with honesty and compassion. We ask for the humility to recognize when we are wrong, when we have missed the mark, when we need to turn back and begin again. We ask for the grace to forgive ourselves when we stumble, to remember that we are human, that we are learning, that we are always becoming. We think this morning about the way we hold our own lives, the way we carry our worries and our hopes. We ask for the wisdom to know what is ours to carry and what we must release. We ask for the ability to distinguish between the things we can change and the things we cannot. We know that we often hold too tightly, that we try to control what is beyond our reach, that we exhaust ourselves in the effort to manage every outcome. And so we ask for the grace to loosen our grip, to trust that we do not have to hold everything together by ourselves. We ask for the courage to let go of what no longer serves us, to release the judgments we have made, the resentments we have nurtured, the fears we have allowed to guide us. We ask to be freed from the stories we tell ourselves about who we are and who we must be. We ask to see ourselves with fresh eyes, with kindness, with a willingness to be surprised by our own capacity for change. We think of the people we will encounter today, the ones we know well and the ones we will meet only in passing. We ask to see them clearly, to notice the humanity in each face, to remember that everyone carries something we cannot see. We ask for patience with those who frustrate us, for gentleness with those who are struggling, for generosity toward those who ask something of us. We know how easy it is to judge, to assume, to retreat into our own concerns. And so we ask for the grace to stay open, to remain curious, to listen more deeply than we speak. We ask to be a presence of calm in the spaces we enter, to bring steadiness rather than urgency, to offer kindness rather than criticism. We ask for the ability to respond rather than react, to pause before we speak, to consider the impact of our words and our actions. We know that we are all connected, that our lives touch one another in ways we cannot always measure. We ask to be mindful of this connection, to honor it, to tend it with care. We ask for the wisdom to know when to speak and when to be silent, when to act and when to wait. We ask for discernment, for clarity, for the ability to sense what is needed in each moment. We know that life is full of complexity, that there are rarely simple answers, that we must often choose between imperfect options. And so we ask for the courage to make decisions with integrity, to act in alignment with our deepest values, even when the path is unclear. We ask to be guided by something larger than our own preferences, our own comfort, our own fear. We ask to trust that we are held, that we are supported, that we do not walk this path alone. We think of the ways we have been hurt, the ways we have been disappointed, the ways we have felt abandoned or unseen. We ask for the grace to carry these wounds without allowing them to harden us. We ask for healing, not all at once, but slowly, gently, in the way that healing happens when we stop forcing it. We ask to be tender with ourselves in the places where we are still broken, to give ourselves the same compassion we would offer to someone we love. We ask to remember that our pain does not define us, that it is part of our story, but not the whole of it. We think also of the ways we have caused harm, the ways we have been careless or unkind, the ways we have failed to show up for others. We ask for the courage to acknowledge these failures, to make amends where we can, to do better moving forward. We ask for forgiveness, and we ask for the grace to forgive ourselves. We know that we are imperfect, that we will continue to make mistakes, that we will continue to fall short of our own ideals. And so we ask to hold ourselves with compassion, to remember that growth is a long process, that change happens slowly, that we are always capable of beginning again. As this day unfolds, we ask to be present to it, to notice the small gifts it offers, to remain awake to the beauty that surrounds us even in the midst of difficulty. We ask to be grateful, not only for the things that bring us joy, but for the things that teach us, that challenge us, that deepen our understanding. We ask to meet this day with an open heart, with a willingness to be changed by it, to be shaped by it, to learn from it. We ask for the grace to be kind to ourselves and to others in the small moments and the large ones. We ask to remember that kindness is not weakness, that gentleness is not passivity, that patience is a form of strength. We ask to move through this day with intention, with awareness, with a sense of purpose that is rooted in love rather than fear. We ask to be a source of peace, to carry calm with us wherever we go, to offer stability to those who are unsteady. We know that the world is full of noise, full of urgency, full of demands that pull us in many directions, and so we ask for the grace to return again and again to this center, to this place of stillness, to this quiet knowing that we are enough, that we are held, that we are loved. We ask to trust the unfolding of this day, to trust the unfolding of our lives, to trust that we are exactly where we need to be, even when we cannot see the path ahead. We ask to walk forward with courage, with hope, with a willingness to be surprised by grace. And as we prepare to move into this day, we rest for one more moment in this quiet. We breathe in and we breathe out. We feel the stillness that remains beneath all the movement, the peace that is always available to us, even in the midst of chaos. We carry this stillness with us as we go. We carry this peace with us as we meet whatever comes. We go forward with gratitude, with openness, with trust, and we know that we are not alone. We are held, we are guided, we are loved. And so we begin.